Pratik ji, a very warm welcome. How do you look at 2026 after a very, very painful past 12?
I was thinking today, gods have given everything. What do I even ask God? Beginning of the year, January of the year, the only thing that was mingling the minds of investors was valuation. Now we have had, like you say, a forgettable year in which earnings have moved up on the larger cap side 10%, on other spaces maybe higher, on the fast growing niches even higher. Okay, and practically everything barring a few spaces in the index have not held. So valuation correction has been immense. We are no longer the most expensive market of the world. The US probably takes that baton. And versus other emerging markets also, since we are amongst the worst performers, valuation correction has been of a very high order. So if you look at a Chinese market and us, valuation correction could be of the order of closer to 35%. So, one thing that caused people to not look at equities in the early part of the year is also now okay. And then during the year, we have got a tax cut in the budget. We have got repo cuts 1.25%. We got a GST cut. Now globally, bankers have started to cut rates and Fed has started to increase money supply. Oil is down, etc., etc. तो वही मैं कह रहा था, मांगू भी तो भगवान से क्या मांगू, कब तो दे दिया. Now, this is a period, just like, on the upside comes a period when you get a negative news and during the day 1%, 2% correction happens and people say it is already discounted. In the same manner, when things are not looking good, a very good outcome may happen, very good, for example, quarterly result may happen and the stock moves up for half a day and it comes down. It just gives you the viciousness of the selling pressure. 2-3 reasons why it is there. One is, if you see in January, for example, you got a broad market collapsing, and over the last 1.5 months, you saw the same stuff. In both the things, if you look at how the rupee has behaved, rupee had weakened. So when rupee weakens, people who are levered, they incur large losses. They have to take evasive action. They close their books and the breadth of the market reduces considerably. It almost always revives once the rupee stabilizes at whatever level. Stability is required. So I think some bit of that is happening, and plus the fact that there has been a huge pressure of IPOs. It's acted as a huge, nice safety valve, took out, let's say, excess air in the balloon. But just think of it, in spite of all the money that has been raised from the market, yet markets have held their levels, at least from the indices. I am told India is a country which is seeing highest fundraise as a percentage of GDP, in the world. So that kind of gives you the amount of positivity which may be there in the market. And the thought is that if the peak fundraise period is now getting behind us, for the time being, it will be peaks and troughs. And if a trough is coming in front, then the secondary market breathes in that period.